With a turnover of 16 billion Swiss francs and 60,000 employees, medical technology is a really important industry for Switzerland. The Aklemanique and EPFL, where we are today, is a main driver in the medical technology field. And now the industry is facing some regulatory challenges. Jean-Luc Chenou, can you talk a little bit about these challenges and what's happening in Switzerland?
Yes, until now, medical technology products automatically received EU authorization when they were authorized for sales in Switzerland. This might change as Switzerland might reject the EU framework agreement, and the Swiss Parliament is discussing this issue in the context of the modification of the Act of Medicinal Products in its March session. As a result, medical products intended for exports might undergo compliance and domestical assessment. So for the time being, the Swiss industry has to face this new MDR challenge.
MDR, this is the keyword for you, Jörg von Manger-König. You are an industry expert. You were General Counsel at Noble Biocare and also VP Regulatory Affairs and Quality Management at the Danaher Dental Platform. Now, since January, you're also Counsel Life Science at Kellerhals Carrard. Can you explain what is this MDR about and why does a EU regulation matter for Switzerland?
Thank you, Nadia. Maybe I start with the second question because it's rather evident. You have already mentioned the 16 billion sales in medtech products that are generated here in Switzerland. In fact, 2/3 of them are going into the EU. So the EU is a very important market, particularly also for those products that are more to be considered high-tech. Now, what is the MDR? Your first question. MDR means medical device regulation. Basically, the overall of the EU legislation in this field, and it brings a number of tightened requirements on the documentation on the data side. So a lot of work is to be done, and on a relatively short notice because the deadline for implementation is May 2020. Awareness is being created on the side of the industry federation here in Switzerland called Swiss MedTech, and they do a good job. But we believe now time is running, and one should also see these deadlines not only as a threat or increased requirements, but also as a kind of fitness program for companies to have really all data and all information and all documentation on their products, which might give a competitive edge.
Where do you see the solutions and what would you suggest to customers?
Legal protection will become an important topic for companies. A lot of things have been done voluntarily upon request of the regulators, and one should consider in the future to take legal actions in relation to certain fundamental issues.
Absolutely, and beyond that, we have realized that while information on the MDR is increasing, there is still a need for training, and in this context at Kellerhals Carrard we have developed this MDR readiness kit, a kind of checkup tool, an interactive tool and a one-day workshop where as a company you can assess whether you are ready for the MDR, and this is our offer to anyone who wants to assess whether as a company you're ready for the MDR.